Here's the number one thing you want to know about coming to Mikumi National Park. It isn't about the park itself, because the park itself is great. It has all the animals you want to see. It has elephants, giraffes, lions, zebras, wildebeests. You can even see some huge lizards. Sometimes you can see hippos, you can see alligators. So the park itself, it's great. The park itself is cool. But the main thing you want to know about Mikumi National Park, it's the most accessible park in Tanzania. So that's why these safaris that you can do in Mikumi National Park are relatively cheaper to all the other safaris that you would do in other parks like Ruaha or Nyerere. Let's not even compare Serengeti. And obviously with this price difference, it has its downfalls. And the downfalls are very straightforward. You're gonna do your transfer from Dar es Salaam to Mikumi. You're gonna go and do your game drive, and then you're gonna go to your accommodation. Although there are some nice-ish accommodations, hotels in Mikumi, most of them are very budget level. So a few things to expect. The food, you know, the food in Tanzania is already hit or miss. But out here in Mikumi, it's almost hard to get good, delicious food. So that's gonna be your first encounter. The food is gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be so-so. Then the second thing is gonna be the comfort level in the accommodation. Some of them, they have pools, which is amazing. But then when you go to the rooms, the beds are hard. Mostly because, well, you know, the accommodations are mostly budget level. So why would you invest money in a good, comfortable mattress? And they're mostly these mattresses are mostly bought locally in Mikumi or the nearest big town, which is Morogoro. And those mattresses are mostly for the locals, because the locals, they mostly sleep on very hard mattresses. So expect to sleep on a hard mattress. And if we keep talking about the comfort level, almost none of the accommodations, almost none of the hotels are going to have an AC unit in the rooms. And when you come to Tanzania, you quickly realize it is hot. Right now, while I'm here, it is hot. It is, what's today? Today is the 13th of September. It's like 30 or more right now. And that heat continues all the way up to 12 in the evening. And if you're going to sleep at 10, 11, 12, you're just hot and it's very hard to fall asleep. If you're like me, if you're hot, it's just impossible to fall asleep. So you want to have an AC unit. But most of the hotels are not going to have them. So, and another thing about the hotels, almost all of the hotels are going to look like your basic budget level accommodation. It's not gonna really align with your safari experience. And I feel like if you're doing a safari, you do want the place where you're sleeping at to kind of like feel like, hey, you know, we're doing an African safari, because it's a big deal. Most people are just gonna do this once, and then that's it. So you want it to make a nice special experience. But for most of the accommodations out here, you know, you can sleep and it's gonna be all right. But the thing is, it's not gonna align with your safari experience. So it's not gonna feel very authentic. You know, the rooms are kind of like your basic budget level rooms that you would get in the US, or if you would go to the UK, and it's just like it's a very basic room. You know, they're not gonna invest a lot of money into a room that they price at a budget level. So these are the things that you want to know about when coming to Mikumi National Park. So if you're like me and you care about these things, you care that your safari experience is going to be amazing all the way through the experience, then talk to your safari tour operator and just like tell him that you want your accommodation to be nice. If you want to make sure that your accommodation really matches the safari experience, has comfortable bedding, really comfortable bedding, delicious food, and that there's an AC unit in the rooms. Then you can come to Camp Lilac Mikumi. That's a hotel in Mikumi. I am one of the owners. My name is Gatis, and we opened this hotel like a month ago. So right now September is our second month. We're actually doing really well. We're almost fully booked for the second month, which is really cool. And it's mostly because we have raised the bar with our accommodation here in Mikumi. So that's the thing. That's the main thing you want to know about coming to Mikumi National Park. Have a good day.